How's it going, guys? Bring up Platoon here, and welcome back to another great set of games in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition post-update 6.0. First game's going to be on Sand River. I'm going to be featuring today the T67, a Tier 5 American turreted tank destroyer on the standard tech tree line. And this thing is amazing. Its DPM is incredible. Its movement is fast as hell. I guess I'll Google it. Not Google it. Tanks.gg it because reasons. Full tank list, TD, Tier 5, American, T67. 61 kilometers an hour top speed. I'm pretty sure it's faster on console, but I could be wrong. I'm sure even in the gameplay it'll show you, but if that's wrong, then I'm wrong. Just go by how fast I'm going in the game. So probably like 61 kilometers an hour. That seems right. 17 kilometers an hour reverse speed. I think it's a lot slower than that. I think it's like 8 on console. Again, could be wrong. You get a 76 millimeter gun, a tier 6 gun, 128 standard pen for your standard AP rounds. I said standard twice there, but moving on. 177 millimeters of pen for your premium APCR rounds, and then 38 millimeters of pen for your high explosive rounds, dealing 185 damage on average per pen instead of a measly 115. But it doesn't matter when your reload is less than 2 seconds. Or is it? What is it? 2.7. And with the consumables on or active, it'll be like 2.4, 2.5. Depending on if you have vents or not. I do not on this vehicle. I believe. I don't have vents on. But anyway, this is going to be, not this game, but this series of games. The last one, I'm presuming, is the one where I 3-mark it. And this thing is an absolute joy to play when you're on a string of losing games. You feel good using it, and even if you don't do so hot in it, you do enough to go up in the mark. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get enough damage to go up in the mark every single game, even if you have a shitty game. Because what do you need to 3-mark it? That is the question, is it not? Tier 5 game, or Tier 5 tank rather, and you need 1200 damage on average to 3-mark this thing every game. So good luck with that. It won't be difficult considering your concealment is also bonkers. I think I have the advanced concealment on as well as optics. I'm just going to go over my full equipment loadout as well as the gun rammer, and out. I don't think it gets vertical stabilizer. So it's optics, gun rammer, the special outline targeting system, and I don't know what else. Maybe vents. Well, no, it can't have vents because it's got an open top on it. I don't know. But it's a great tank. If you... It's been in the game for so long, it's hard to talk about. Oh, okay, I haven't talked about this yet. 10 degrees of gun depression, 20 degrees of gun elevation. View range is not that great at 340, but it is only a Tier 5 tank, and that can be helped with optics, no problem. Fire chance, like most American vehicles, it's 20% chance to be set on fire, so 1 in every 5 shells in the engine will set you on fire, but this thing can't even take 5 shells, so yeah, if you're set on fire, don't worry about it, your game's over. You only get 360 HP in this thing. On PC, they get 470, which is really great for them, but not so great for us. Reload time. I don't need to go over that. That's PC stuff. What you see is everything without vents. I got Brothers in Arms on this thing. I've got the skill that lets you reload faster, 10%, or decreases your loading time by 10%. And the gun rammer. So everything that helps it is already on there. And 2.7 is as fast as you can make it without using vents as well, but it can't hold vents, so it's irrelevant to talk about. All these games are going to be phenomenal, and if they're not at least 2,000 damage, they're very fucking close to each other. And I believe the last one is the best game I've ever had in this tank. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But this thing is incredible. I love the speed. The only drawback is, of course, you'll notice the very slow turret traverse speed. And you quickly get over that in realizing how, well, just how deadly this thing is. You're going around at 61 kilometers an hour. Oh, and the concealment rating. Oh, that's what else I have on it, is the stupid camo net, advanced concealment equipment. I even said that in the beginning of the video. Oh well, I'm retarded. Moving on. That's the fourth equipment slot that I use. Or the fourth equipment thing that I use for the slots. But what is my concealment? I think it's just under 200. Or is it 200? I don't know. Either way, it's very good. You can shoot at people like 350 meters away, and you're safe. It's hilarious. Out in the open, it's hilarious. And if you can't fire because there's too much risk of you being damaged or killed, then or just detected outright, then just let your team do the rest of the work for you. You think you're too close? Just back off and then start firing. It's hilarious. Obviously, this thing's not going to do very good in town maps because it can't hide, but you can still clip people out with your amazing DPM. And it's just, well, I don't mean to say clip people out. I mean to say full health them in a relatively short period of time. Hilarious. So that first game is over, and I managed to get just under 2,700 damage combined. Most of it was base damage. You'll see I don't bother with getting camo on this thing, just because I don't want to spend money on it, or get it permanently just to play it like a few times. I don't know how many games it took me to 3-mark this thing, but maybe we'll see that at the end. Maybe I added it. I don't remember. The other map we're going to get is Steps. Very good map for sniping on this game. Especially, or with this tank, I should say, because lots of bushes to hide in and a lot of like hills to use for gun depression. But you don't have armor to work with, so just stay undetected, and that's what this thing is very good at doing. So, arguably speaking, you don't even need bushes to hide. Just stay far enough away and you're good to go. If they advance too far up the A line, you go up the A line around to A3 and use the trees to hide yourself, popping out when you can, and shooting through the trees to hide yourself. If they push up really aggressively to the base, then you can hide all the way in like A8 and use bushes and shit to hide yourself and just full health them without them seeing where you are. If they go across the middle of the map towards you, well, again, go up to like A3, A4-ish, and try and hide yourself, and just try and hit them as they come along. It's so funny. And if it was a standard battle, you could just do whatever you wanted. It's such a good tank. Like, as I said before, there isn't a game that I feel like I'm at a loss for what to do with myself. I have a lot of APCR on this thing, and that's just because I need the shell velocity to be a little faster, because, as everyone knows, the lower tiers you play, the more zippies people are going to do, because they're in faster tanks and smaller tanks. And they're just going to be zipping around like crazy. But despite that, I still seem to do pretty well. I've also been noticing a lack of artillery in rotation lately, and that probably has helped me 3-mark this vehicle. If arty hits you, you're going to die. They're just going to full hit you. Don't worry about it. If arty hits you, you're dead. And if he doesn't kill you and splashes near you, it's going to half-health you. Or it won't do anything because lower-tiered arty don't have good splash radius. So, that's cool. Except for, like, Americans, and that's about it. Maybe some German artillery, but not really. But as you can see, I'm 158 meters away from this guy, and he's dead. I fired at him, probably through a double bush, and I was undetected. It's very reminiscent of the Borsaget Tier 8 and the German tank destroyer line, as well as the E-25, a premium Tier 7 German turretless tank destroyer. Very funny, and I'm hitting this guy in this itty-bitty spot because my accuracy is bonkers, like you can make all the guns in this game. And now we have a Churchill 3, something very deadly against this thing indeed. I don't want any part of him, and I also have to consider people shooting me from the middle, but it doesn't seem to be happening yet, so I feel like I can engage him for a little bit longer. I don't know how that shot didn't pen, but I'm not aiming these shots, I'm just hoping auto-lock does most of the work for me. And now I'm starting to get bipped on, so I'm just going to start running, regardless if it's towards the middle or not. There's a lot of places in the middle where, like, a really good high concealment light tank like the AMX ELC can hide. So when you're in these tiers, make sure you look at, or just pop shot blind shots at around like E6 or E5, one of those. And then there's always the possibility of them being towards the rocks near where I am, like at D7, where those bushes are as well. So if you're getting spotted and you don't know what, then just try blind firing some of those bushes, because chances are if they fire at you, they're going to give away their position or get detected themselves by you looking at them, because you are very close, or they are close to you in comparison to the rest of their team. And I'm going to full health this KV-220, apparently, because I have APCR loaded, but before I do, I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge because I'm detected and I don't want anyone else targeting me besides one tank. If 2 tanks are targeting you, fucking run, okay? It's not worth staying still because your HP is jack diddly squat. You don't have... I don't know how that bounces off. I checked the armor model for the Wolverine. That thing couldn't bounce anything unless it was an auto ricochet angle from the side. So, that was weird. Let's check that out, actually. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 38 millimeters in the front, so it would have had to been auto ricochet. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take that, I guess. But, yep, that's the next Tier 5 TD I'm going to be trying to 3-mark. I'm going to go through and 3-mark every single one of the turreted tank destroyers on the American line. I really wish that other shot went in, but it's fine. I was shooting in a blind, didn't want to get too close, and it would have been pointless anyway because, well, yeah, he would have, well, I would have spotted him before, but he would have gotten underneath the hill, so that's fine. Very pleased with that. I'm still on 221 HP. I still feel pretty safe with my tank where it is. I know I can go out in the open once again and just full health, well, finish off the T14. As long as I have APCR loaded, I'm good to go. I can upper plate him. I can hit his turret, no problem, and pen him. Really, that thing's only a threat if you don't shoot premium at it. As soon as you shoot premium at it, it's donezo. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hilarious. I do like the T14 besides its lack of penetration for its gun. But besides that, it's a very good overall TD. Or not TD. Heavy for the tier that it's in. And then I finished off the Wolverine. I was scared to death that he had the fucking derp gun on, because people like to do that in low tiers as well. And that thing gets a very similar gun to what the T67 gets. Oh my god, is it the same gun? Rate of fire is 19.5 a minute. Oh my god, it is the same gun as a T67. Holy shit, really? Same DPM and everything. Wow. Except the M10 Wolverine gets less top speed. I'm assuming less camo. And worse traverse. It does get more view range, though. The Wolverine does. So that's cool. Fire chance is the same. I'm assuming it has the same health as the T67, so it's probably 360 again instead of 470, or maybe the Wolverine doesn't have 470 health in the console version. I don't know. I can't check right now. What the fuck? Hold on. Why does that say that it has 0 side armor? Okay, that's weird. I'm looking in the stats, and for hull armor on the Wolverine, it says 38.1 in the front, and then 0 on the side, and 19.1 in the bum. But I guess 19.1 is the side armor all around, or the side and ass armor, so that's a little weird. That was very terrifying. But moving on. So now we're on Malinovka, the 3-marking game. And in this game, I'm going to get over 4,000 damage combined in this thing. It's going to be pretty much like half and half. Half of it's going to be spotting, the other half's going to be base damage. I get penned in the very beginning, naturally, because I was being foolish and fired at something that I thought I was safe from, but I was not. Again, lack of artillery is great in this game. I love not having to worry about being dicked on for all my health when I'm hidden from everything else. That should have been a pen. What the fuck am I shooting at? A 40 TP? Whatever. I might have hit an auto ricochet angle. It's fine. But yeah, this thing fires like crazy. Oh, sorry, I lied. It's 2.6. I brought it down a whole 0.1 second. Ugh, so dumb. But yeah, it's a fun tank. I really enjoy it. And if you want an easy tank to 3 mark, or just to try and enjoy the game again, I recommend buying this tank. They need to fix the fucking readjustment of the gun every time your consumable runs out. It shouldn't jerk up like that. It shouldn't jerk down or any other direction when it stops being in use. The only thing that should happen is that the reticle should be less accurate when the consumable wears off, because that shit makes sense. But the gun should not move at all. So dumb. That has cost me so many free, easy shots. It's unbelievable. I'll be aiming at somebody, and then my gun will be like, nyeh. It'll jerk when the consumable's effectiveness wears off in that 30 seconds that you get extra 5% crew effectiveness or whatever. So dumb. But, yep, I'm just trying to finish off some of these guys. That guy gets spotted by me and finished off, not by me, but my friends, or my teammates, I guess. And I just want to get safe. I don't want to get hit. I'm a little worried about the H line over there, because I don't really... I can't stay protected from both the hill I'm looking at and, like, H and J4. So if they're sniping from over there, I probably would have gotten shot at below the hill there. And I'm just trying to be safe. I've got relatively full health, you know. 1 pen less than I want, but it's fine. Now we have a heavy out in the open, and can I see him? I can. What is it? It is a Tiger 271, or 217. And I should be... Oh, I am firing APCR. Weird. I miss him fucking twice there. Good job, Justin. Nice marksmanship. I could go out in the middle and just spot him. Oh, willy-nilly. I'm instead going to finish off this T1 heavy if I can help it. And by finish off, I mean practically full health because I'm the only one shooting at him. Another free shot into him. Blind. That's awesome. And oh, look. Here they're all coming out of the woodwork. Somebody tracks him, and I misjudge where he was going to be, missing the first shot on him. I reactivate my consumables, and he is the dead. So yeah, my base damage is already enough to go up on the mark, and that extra 1100 spotting damage is already a fantastic game for this tank. It's so fun. It's a light tank. It's a sneaky TD that's got crazy DPM. It's deadly as hell. The only thing that doesn't make it overpowered is its HP pool. 3 hits and it's dead. So that's cool. Unless you're shooting a 110 dealing alpha gun, in which case you're gonna need 4 shots or high roll 3 times to kill him. So yeah, good luck with that. Or just ram him. I got rammed by a Leopard, the tier 5 light tank in the German line, for my full health. My whole 360 HP. From full HP to nothing. And what did he do to himself? Like, maybe 100 damage. So yeah, if they shoot high explosive at you, they're gonna pen. If they ram you with their light tanks, it's gonna hurt. Or kill you. If Artie hits anywhere near you, or on top of you, you're dead. So yeah, it's overpowered as fuck when they can't see you. But as soon as you get detected, or just lucky blind hit by Artie, it's over. So that's fun. I guess that can be said for pretty much any other tank in the game. It's overpowered if they don't see you. But I guess those other tanks don't have quite the amazing DPM that this thing is capable of. I'm going to skip a little bit here as soon as they kill the other tank. I don't know what the medium is, but I'm pretty sure the tank destroyer on their team is way up in, like, H1 because he's really good at the game. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I turn around, he dies. The medium tank, whatever it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's dead. I'm going to skip. No problems. Yeah, look at this fucking hero. He's a Hellcat. He's practically full health, and look where he is. Oh, and he's got the 76 millimeter on instead of the 90 millimeter. So you know he's really good. Oh yeah, he's full health. Nice. Well done. And because he has the 76 millimeter, he's actually more deadly to me because he could high roll me twice. Or, well, if he had the 90 millimeter on, I guess he could high roll me and kill me in one shot. But he's the big dumb, and he gets killed by the SU-100. I don't know how he had a shot, but sure. And I, again, end up with 4,300 combined damage. And that's the 3-marking game. Sorry, 4,500 damage. My bad. Combined, obviously. But that's the last game. I'm going to be playing in this thing for a while. Just going to try and 3-mark all the turreted tank destroyers for the American line. And that'll be about it. It's kind of dumb that there's 2 Tier 5 tank destroyers that are turreted in the American line, the T67 and the M10 Wolverine, but it's a hell that I choose to go through, so I'm not expecting any pity. Hope you guys... Wait. I say that. I say hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, but not quite yet. I'm going to show you the crew that I used to accomplish this first, as well as my equipment loadout, which I stuttered over earlier in the video. Optics, advanced concealment, advanced targeting info, and the gun rammer, naturally. And of course I've got all the premium consumables on, including the food. You saw that in the video. Come on, let's go to the crew. There you go. That was real toughy. So you got your 6th sense, your... Oh, I have the situational awareness on as well. Silent driving, camouflage expertise, trek repair, born leader, which is brothers in arms, rapid loading, steady aim, and another thing. Sorry I went a little fast there. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching all the games, and I'll catch you next time.